Welcome to every college major in a tier list. These are based mostly off my opinion as well as a little bit of research to back it up, so don't take this way too seriously, please. So the tiers are good, usually good, depends on person, probably not, please no, and quit life. This means if someone were to force me to study this major, I would rather quit. Alright, first up we got accounting. I'm going to argue that it's usually good. It's actually relatively difficult compared to some other business majors, and you need to take exams, and the job itself is pretty boring. But usually, most of the time, people make pretty good money and are pretty happy. Next up, we got finance. This is definitely the major at the top end where you're going to make the most money. However, it really depends on how hardworking you are, how smart you are, and where you're going to school. Next up, we got environmental science. I'm going to put this in the probably not too good tier just because most of the time, if you're going to make money in this major, it's probably by destroying the environment by working for some cigarette company or something. So you're really choosing to stick to your morals or stick to your money. So I would never do this major personally. Next, we got biology. Similar to finance, it really depends on how hardworking, how smart you are, and where you went to school. And basically depends on whether or not you're going to go for higher levels of education or not. All right, next we got psychology. I'm going to say this is probably not a good major. Obviously, it really depends on what you make of it, but most people that major in this don't make too much of it. All right, electrical engineering. I think this is actually a really good major. It's very flexible and really tests your intelligence as well as how hardworking you are. So if you succeed in this, you'll basically be given a really good job right off the bat. Next, we got computer science. Usually, most people majoring in this earn pretty good money. That's why the average is extremely high. However, every once in a while, there's a complete moron that chooses this major and drops out after a while, or just is absolute ass at coding. You know, this major, journalism, I would quit life if someone told me that I had to major in it. The jobs are pretty hard to get. They're all very low paying. It's not very flexible. And let's put it this way. The greatest honor of finance is becoming a billionaire. The greatest honor of journalism is being killed by the FBI or the CIA. And also, I would probably quit life if someone forced me to major in communications. It just doesn't show anything of substance of you as a person, just that you're good at communicating. I would not need to go to college to do that, so I'm going to put that in the quit life tier. What major should I do next? Make sure to drop me a follow and let me know in the comments.